The Beachbody Bob Show, Webb, Gibson, Bush, 327-79, take 2.
Good morning and welcome to the Beachbody Bob Show, the show that reminds you to get in gear because summer's nearly here. Today, Beachbody Bob's going to show us how to get in shape by lifting weight. Now, a lot of people believe that weightlifting is an activity that's strictly for athletes, but Beachbody Bob says, well, no, and he's here today to prove it to us. There's no better way to show off an attractive tan at the beach this summer or just build strength for fitness and health than by working out with weights. The advantages of weightlifting over other forms of exercise are that it can be done anytime in the privacy of your own home and that it doesn't require buying a brand new Orline jogging suit. All you need to begin with is an adjustable 110-pound barbell set in a small area to work out in. Before you actually begin lifting weights, it's important that you warm up the tender muscles that you will be using. Most basic calisthenics can be used for warming up, such as push-ups and set-ups, or the jumping jacks and deep knee bends that Bob's been demonstrating. A slight amount of running in place is also satisfactory, depending on how thorough you want to be or how vigorous a workout that you anticipate. Additional warm-up exercises may be added or deleted from time to time. The weights themselves will be used to strengthen muscle tissue in much the same manner this balloon is expanded and contracted by this model. This motion breaks down individual muscle fibers that will grow back larger and stronger if this motion is repeated again and again over a period of time. Now compare this with the movement of Bob's arm as he executes this weightlifting standard, the underarm curl. Notice how his biceps expand and contract each time he raises the weight to his chest and then lowers it. If he continues to perform this exercise on a regular basis, his biceps will become even bigger and stronger. Another excellent weightlifting exercise to perform is the military press. The military press begins by lifting the barbell directly to the chest and then quickly thrusting it overhead. Bob has had little difficulty with this lift because he's done it so many times before tonight, and so he'll probably whip off 10 to 15 quick repetitions to build his endurance. Or since we are running short of time, perhaps he'll just do a couple to show how it's done. This military press regularly performed will add inches to the upper arms and strengthen the lower back. Next, Beachbody Bob will demonstrate the full squat. This lift is performed by placing the barbell behind the head and then dropping beneath it to a position as close to the floor as possible. Then you set yourself and drive yourself back upwards. I said, then you set yourself and drive yourself back upwards. Well, anyway, imagine if you can, driving yourself back upwards until your legs are once again fully extended. This lift firms up the thighs and eliminates those flabby buttocks that are so prominent under swimsuits that you see at the beach. Now, just as we told you how important it was to increase the number of repetitions that are performed of each exercise, it's also important to increase the number of pounds that are lifted at each weightlifting session. Bob does this, and to illustrate the importance of this advice, Beachbody Bob will next attempt to set a personal record at the bench press right here on our show. This lift requires the use of a bench as the one you see here that you can make yourself or purchase at any sporting goods store, especially Bill's Sporting Goods down on Main Street. This lift is performed simply by placing the bar overhead, lowering it to the chest, and then raising it overhead again. I guess Bob's about ready to perform this. He's taken it off the rack, he's lowered it to his chest, and, well, he'll probably have to summon quite a bit of strength for this final personal record-breaking attempt at the bench press. But while we're waiting, I'd like to clear up a couple of misconceptions people have about weightlifting and bodybuilders in general. The first is that weightlifting makes you muscle-bound and uncoordinated. And the second is that most weightlifters are homosexuals. The answer to both these questions is no. Now back to our Beachbody Bob. Bob, think you're going to make it? Oh, that's too bad. Well, I guess it's not that bad because we're almost out of time. We're just going to have to leave Bob double parked there on the bench. And be sure to tune in next week when Bob shows us how to hot dog and hang 10 on a surfboard right here in our studio. Remember, work out with weights for fitness and build strength and health. That's been the Beachbody Bob Show for today. Make sure you tune in next week.